Good morning, Lionel. Hi. I have a special guest for you. Her name is Gwen. We've been having a special tea. I made thumbprint cookies with currant jam and chocolate Nutella. And I made my homemade scones with lemon. We also have been having some cucumber sandwiches and Lady Grey tea. And I'd like you to meet my friend Gwen here. She's actually a coworker of mine, and I was talking about you and the politics of South Africa and just different subjects that you've been educating me on. And I discovered something wonderful as I was talking about this at work with Gwen, because she was born there and grew up there as a child. So, Gwen, we're going to have a little interview. So, I have a couple of questions. So, when were you born and where?
I was born in Pretoria in 1963, February 18th.
Okay. And so, how did your family originally settle there?
So, my father's family has been in South Africa since 1682. Um, he met my mother in America in Davenport, Iowa, when he was attending Palmer College of Chiropractic Medicine. And they met, they stayed a few years, and then they went back to South Africa. My mother was always good on travel.
Nice, nice. I hear that you've told me before that they like to travel a lot
Yeah.
back then. Okay, not just in the United States, but when they went back
They were
to your
really
dad's home
big
country.
into road trips and to actually see the land and to understand the culture and such like that. So they did that both in the States and in South Africa.
Fantastic. Okay. So, tell me about like your childhood memories. What was the most disturbing childhood memory you had growing up there? How old
Um,
were you?
I was, well, I would say my most disturbing memory was understanding racism. And I was, I was less than seven. I was 5, 6 years old. Um, we had a small room on a side building where we had a gardener who could stay there and live there, and he had a son with him, and the son and I played together a lot. We had a great time, and then um, I was forced to not play with him because we were going to school and we were going to segregated schools and what have you. So that was a little weird. The other thing that really stood out to me was when um, we had a maid, and when my father would take the maid home, I had to sit in the front seat, which I never did. I was always forced to be in the back seat because that's the safest place to put your child. I don't even know if we had seatbelts back then, but um, that just taught me that there was something strange and different.
Very good. Very touching. Now, tell me about your best memories there as a child.
South Africa is a very beautiful country. Um, and again, we did a lot of road trips, and Uncle had a beach house in Durban that we all got to share in the family. Um, One of the sweetest things I remember is we had a pretty good sized lot that the house was on, and my parents decided, well, we'll either build you a sandbox or a swimming pool. What would you like? And I said, I would like a swimming pool. Neither of my parents swam, so that wasn't going to happen. So I got the biggest damn sandbox ever. I mean, it took an entire full truckload of sand.
Really? No
A
kidding.
dumpster truck
Really?
of sand.
That's awesome.
And my dad built the whole thing. It was like surrounded in brick underneath, around side. It had a sunscreen built in.
Wow.
Yeah, I was a
What
little
year
bit
was
spoiled.
this?
That would have been 67, 8.
Quite a while back.
Quite a while
Okay.
back. I was a little kid. We left
Yeah.
there in 70, so you know.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah,
So-
he went to that kind of effort because then again, I wasn't supposed to be around.
Way back in the day.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah. She she was a surprise child. They never expected or planned to have children, right? Your dad was not supposed to be able
Correct.
to sire a child. Okay. Okay, cool. Okay. And let's see. Let's show Lionel some of your family treasures that you've brought over to my place.
Okay.
Awesome.
So,
Fantastic
as
stuff.
you know, in South Africa, beadwork is very important. So, here's a few treasures that my mother collected. Can't really tell that well out of those, but this one you should
this
be
is
able to.
beautiful. This is so beautiful.
You should be able to see that pretty well. She collected.
Can you see
Where's
it?
the camera? Where's the
Right there. Now
Uh,
go the opposite way. Yeah, back it up a little bit. There you go. Up. There you go. So you see the native with the baby on the back.
And then,
And then something really fantastic. This is gorgeous.
one of her prized possessions, which I have to pull up on my phone because I would not transport it because it's too delicate.
Beautiful. You see that? Up a little bit more to the, no. There you go. Okay, now he can see it. Okay. Isn't
There
that
we go.
cool? Okay. And then you have some wonderful photos. Do you want to show
Sure.
Lionel photos of your family?
So, this is my father's family,
Okay.
and it is my father in the nude in the top corner. My Oma, her husband and father's, and this is my Opa down here. And
Now,
Oma and family were there.
What town was that? Do you remember?
This is outside of
What year?
Pretoria.
Okay, very good.
They had
Okay.
a farm. They had a farm, and that's where they lived. And then this is
Okay.
my parents' their engagement photo in Davenport.
Nice. That's beautiful. And then you also told me a little bit about your ancestry, that they were like the first of the settlers, correct?
They were early settlers.
Okay.
So my understanding is from how my father tells the story is the country was founded in 1652. Our family arrived in 1682, and they were part of the Dutch Indies crew that if you spent 5 years working for the company, you would get a plot of land in Cape Town because they were trying to make sure that they had like a stopover place where they could refurbish on goods and what have you. So that's what happened with my family. And then, of course, the British came along after they found diamonds.
Yeah.
And-
After they found diamonds.
After they found diamonds, and so
Okay.
we were part of the whole trek across the escarpment and up into the Transvaal, and yeah.
There you go. Okay. And then also, what is your zodiac sign?
I'm Aquarius.
Okay.
I have a toe in Pisces. I'm right on the cusp.
Right on the cusp of Aquarius.
Mhm.
Okay. Cheers. All right. So, Lionel, I'm glad you met my friend, and I have been learning a lot. Oh, also, I almost forgot.
Oh,
I
Marmite!
got to try this for the first time ever. And it's very savory. It's delicious. And Gwen explained to me the difference between Marmite and Vegemite, and then the kind of rival between which is the best. So, I love it.
Marmite!
Okay, I love it. So, yeah. So, I hoped you enjoyed this little tea with us. And maybe, Gwen, you can have the honors. Remember to ring the bell.
Oh, yes, my mother's famous cowbell.
This is a beautiful bell. Remember to ring the bell. Goodbye. Much love, Lionel.